Good morning students. I hope you all are keeping fine at home. I, Jyoti Nahar from Shiv Jyoti Educational Group is present here with class 5 to teach science from your science book Science Success, and today I am going to take up chapter number 5, that is soil. So let's start. Open your books. So children, our next topic is soil erosion. What is soil erosion? The process of carrying away of the topsoil by the action of wind or water. This process is called soil erosion, and this is the definition of soil erosion. You can underline this definition in your books. Sometimes carrying water and wind, when they blow or they carry away the top layer of the soil with them, this causes soil erosion. Due to soil erosion, what happens? The land becomes infertile. So there are some agents which cause soil erosion. What are these agents? The first one is running water. Running water means when the water flows, it carries with it the top layer of the soil, that is the most fertile layer of the soil. It is carried away by the running water, and this makes the land infertile, so causing soil erosion. Again, wind, it is an important agent which causes soil erosion, especially in dry areas or deserts. Wind blows away the top layer and causes soil erosion. Again, human activities like deforestation, overgrazing, these are the activities which cause soil erosion because they need to remove the plantation, and when the plants are removed, the erosion of soil becomes more. So these are the agents of soil erosion, and as you know, soil is very important for all of us, so we need to protect it from being eroded away. So for that we need to conserve soil. What is soil conservation? The protection of soil against soil erosion is called soil conservation. Means we need to conserve the soil, we need to protect the soil from being eroded away. There are some measures which we can follow, or we can take some ways to conserve soil. The first one is afforestation. What do you mean by afforestation? Afforestation means planting trees on a greater extent, on a large extent. When we plant the trees, what happens? How can we conserve the soil by planting trees? Because the roots of the trees, they bind the soil, thus they help in conserving soil. Second one is cover crops. Now what happens after one crop is harvested and before the next seed is sown, the farmlands, they lie barren. At that time soil erosion is maximum. So to minimize that, what do the farmers do? They grow some cover crops like fodder, grass. This helps in conserving soil. Again, trees and bushes. Sometimes trees and bushes are grown along boundaries, along farmlands to prevent the soil erosion. They act as shields and they conserve the soil. Next one is terrace farming. Terrace farming is done specially in hilly regions where water flows with a high speed and carries the top layer with this. So to conserve that soil, to protect the soil from being eroded away, the slopes in the hilly areas, they are cut down into steps. This slows down the speed of water as the soil is flowing with the water, that is also minimized. The last one is building embankments. Embankments means small walls which are built along the river banks. These help the water flowing out the river banks, so thus preventing soil erosion, and thus in these ways we can conserve the soil. First we are going to discuss the internal questions. The first internal question, what are remains of dead plants and animals called? The remains of dead plants and animals which fall on the ground, it is called the humus, and it is very fertile part of the soil. Second one, what is the indiscriminate felling of trees called? The indiscriminate felling of trees means cutting down of trees in large amounts. Then it is called deforestation. This first question you are going to find on page number 43 you have to write, and answer is on the same page. Second question is you have to write on page 44, children. The third question, what is terrace farming? This question you are going to write on page number 45, and the answer for this question, what is terrace farming? In hilly regions, slopes are cut into steps to reduce soil erosion. This is called terrace farming, means the slopes they are made and cut into steps so that the soil which comes from the higher level deposits on the lower level, and this type of formation of steps is called terrace farming. You are going to write this question on page 45 and the answer is on the same page. Now let's move to copy work. First we are going to discuss the definitions. The first definition is weathering. And what is weathering? The breaking up of rocks. When bigger rocks pieces they break into smaller rock pieces and further into fine sand, then they form soil, and this process of breaking down of rocks is called weathering. So the process of breaking down of rocks by the action of sun, wind and water, it is called weathering. Second is soil erosion. Now what is soil erosion? The process of wearing away of the topsoil by the action of wind or water. By the flowing water or by strong winds, the top layer it gets eroded away, means it gets depletion. So this process of wearing away of the topsoil by these agents is called the soil erosion. Then third one, soil conservation, means the process of soil to protect the soil against soil erosion. The protection of soil against soil erosion, when we are preventing the soil from being eroded away, then it is called soil conservation. Then answer the following questions. How does soil support life on the earth? How is soil supporting the life on the earth? Humans and animals, we all are dependent on soil. How is it important? Soil is essential for growth of plants. Soil is very important for the growth of plants because they take up the water and minerals from the soil. It also contains air, water and microorganisms. Some microorganisms they also develop in the soil. Some animals they too make houses, homes, their homes in the soil. So it is supporting life on the earth. The next question. Question number 2. Give any 3 causes of soil erosion. There are many causes. We are going to write 3. The 3 causes of soil erosion are deforestation, cutting down of trees, running water, when the water is flowing, it carries away the soil with it. Then overgrazing by animals, when we leave the cattle for grazing, they also result in soil erosion. Third one, what is soil made up of? The ingredients or the components of soil, that is soil is made up of gravel, sand, clay particles, humus, all these are present in the soil. Fourth one, what is the importance of humus? Why is humus important, which is present in the soil? How it is important? Humus is the most fertile layer of the soil. It is very fertile. It helps in enhancing the growth of the plants. It allows air and water to pass through it easily. Humus allows air and water which can pass very easily into the soil, and thus it provides essential nutrients to the plants to grow. Then the fifth one, describe any 2 methods of conserving soil. How we can protect the soil from being eroded away. We can conserve the soil by following ways. The first one is afforestation. Afforestation or planting trees, it is an effective method of conserving soil. The more plants we grow, the more the soil is being bound and then soil erosion is being prevented. Second one, in hilly regions, slopes are cut into steps or terraces to conserve soil. So, terrace farming can be done in hilly regions so that we can prevent the soil from being eroded away. Then the sixth one, explain soil profile with the help of a well labeled diagram. You are going to first explain the soil profile. Means we are going to explain the layers and then we will draw the diagram. Soil profile is the layers of soil, means we have soil in 3 layers, that is topsoil, subsoil and bedrock. So these 3 layers, they are called the soil profile and it has 3 layers. First one is topsoil. What does it contain? It contains sand, clay, humus, air and water, and as it contains humus, so it is very fertile for plants. Second one, subsoil. It contains broken pieces of rocks, water and little humus. Humus is present in the second layer, that is subsoil also, but the subsoil contains less humus than the topsoil. So this is less fertile than the top layer and it also contains broken pieces of rocks. Then the third layer is bedrock, that is the lowermost layer. You can see in the diagram picture, see children, you can see in the diagram the bedrock, it contains larger pieces of rocks and it is deep inside the earth and contains large pieces of rocks and very little water. As there are large pieces of rocks and very less sand is present here, so the absorption of soil is water is very less in this region. So the absorption of water is present in the topmost layer, also humus is present in the topmost layer, so topsoil is the most fertile layer. Then subsoil, you can see smaller particles of rocks and in the bedrock there are bigger pieces of rocks. So children, after writing the explanation of the answer, you have to draw this diagram very neatly and color it as well. Thank you children.